ShedeurSanders post-game press conference. Violent effort. Gonna play the press conference and drop my comments and thoughts afterwards. Hope you enjoy and drop your comments. Tell me what you thought.
So, from HBCU to Power 5 down to the NFL, what has been most helpful to you during this NFL process?
I would say each step been the most helpful for me. Because a lot of different perspectives, it's a lot of different viewpoints and different aspects of life, and I feel like everything, you gotta go through, everything, every moment you gotta live through, and each of those are building blocks to help you throughout whatever situation you're in, and help you be thankful also.
With the finger, and what was that whole episode like for you?
I don't know. You can look online and see what my finger look like if you want. I'm sure they got the details on there. I don't know. My pinky was just like, I put it in my hand warm. I'm like, why is my pinky not getting cold? I mean, why is it not getting warm? Then, I threw Quinshawn a little route down there. Then it kind of was a little high. And I was like, dang. So then it was over with. And then I did everything, to come back because I didn't want to put Dylan in a bad situation, since when I was a 2. And it's tough. It's tough to play that role because you don't get reps, you don't get anything. And I was talking to him, I said, bro, my bad, bro, for putting you in that situation, because it's not ideal, and I want, him to be prepared whenever he was out there, so that's really how all that went.
Did you bug you in the second half at all with the bandage on it?
At that point, I just had to accept fate. I just accepted, okay, this is what it is. I can't think about it. I can't, complain about it.
Were you unable to throw the deep ball because he's picking?
Nah, I don't think. Nah.
What did you see in the Bills?
I wouldn't have came back if I couldn't throw.
What did you see in the Bills' offense on tape that played to your advantage? It seemed like he was in the rhythm early in the game. So, what were some of the things you was able to capitalize off of?
It's really just building off last week. It's building off getting to the checkdowns. When you see it, pull it, take it. Playing in rhythm, all those different things. I learned and I learned and I proved to myself. I can do that. That's an aspect of my game that I gotta be more consistent with. But I can see that. And even the last drive, for example, and I respect, and I was telling them during the game, I respect their defense. I respect kind of their coaching and how it was, because if you understand, it was kind of like Tampa 2, that Mike Backer running, walling, taking that middle, because we had a through route, a vertical route from the inside. Then we had a dagger coming, but then as soon as and I'm like, okay, cool, I got the dagger. But then he peeled off and then was waiting on that dagger. So by the time I went there, then it was just hard to get back down. I ran out of time. So that's just in those situations, it's you got to tip your cap to them. That's the whole why. Because if you playing that's the ideal coverage you want a dagger in. You know what I'm saying? But anything else, we would have got to the check down. We would have got to there quicker. But that's the why of you didn't just take that quick completion, because it was there. But that's good coaching. That's good coaching.
When you see Quinshawn go down, just first off, what's going through your head in that moment? How do you, as the quarterback, try to kind of get the rest of the guys back up? Because it's obviously a teammate and somebody going through that.
Well, it really hurt that Quinshawn went down. Me and Quinshawn was in the room talking yesterday till 11:30, just about life, just about everything, because the type of person he is, and I know he been through a lot, and just building that bond with the rookie class, having that be the new energy, and kind of maintain on track, stay on track with everything. So knowing that he went down with that, it was definitely sad. It was definitely sad because I'm backside, I can't throw this slant. They covering it. You know, they ain't like two. I can't throw this slant. He heavy inside. So, yeah. So that was my only option. You know, that was my option with throwing it. So I feel bad because like I do it. You know, but yeah. Truthfully, yeah, it hurts. It hurts.
When sometimes the quarterbacks take sacks, people just say, "Oh, he's holding the ball too long." But to your point about the coverage adjustments and that sort of thing, what context do people miss sometimes when they say?
I mean, if you're in a world of pleasing people, you'll never be happy. You know, so I'm thankful that I was able to prove to myself, you know, that I'm able to play on time. I'm able to step up in the pocket. Like I'm able to do that. Like, you know, you got to speak life into yourself because if you look external for that, it's not gonna happen, you know. So, like, you just can't live in a world of thinking about other people's opinion, you know. Like, you could take everything with a grain of salt. Like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, now I should have got to that check down, but the why was the reason. So it's like, who am I to just sit there and argue back and forth, you know, about that? Like, that's me. I gotta recognize, you know, that and get back down, you know. So that's just building on experience. It's building on time. That's building. So I look at those moments. Okay, like you got me. You gonna give me now. You know, because I know in the future all these are building blocks. These are all lessons that I'm definitely putting in my bag and gonna grow from.
Shedeur, did they do something to increase or change their pass rush in the last two series? Because it seemed like they were jumping on you pretty quickly.
Do me a favor, drop your thoughts
I just gotta probably just get the ball out
in the comments.
That's it. Yeah.
I was with a mindset on that 4th and 2. Obviously, it could have been a punt situation. You guys go for it on 4th down. What was going through your mind at that time?
Q kind of like explain what happened. Like I just played a lot of plays.
Great decision. Go for it on 4th and 2.
I know you can't be asking me that question, man. Come on, man. We can't see that's like the thing. Like
He about to check the media.
Change the franchise. If we want to like help, we gotta speak life. You can't. Those type of things is like separate us. Like a lot of the players like get these type of questions, and then we want to be working with y'all. We want to be proactive, but like when you ask questions or when questions are asked to us players, and it's like you pinning stuff against each other. It's like, come on now, you know. It's like a thing in the locker room. Like, you know, we're not gonna be able to talk to them for real. We're not gonna be able to give them what they need, like, because that separates the team. That don't help anything. It don't help anything in any situation, no matter how you answer it.
We got time for 3 more. We're gonna get you, and then I don't know who else to ask. Tony and Chris, and then we done in there 8 minutes.
Working with your tight end, Errol Fanning.
Yeah.
How was that? It seemed like you had plays scripted, and then did the Bills try to take him away later in the game? Because you were very effective with him early on.
Yeah. I think a lot of teams try to attack us in different ways. You know, whether that's exotics, whether that's pressures, whether that's doubling somebody, whether that's something. And now thinking about that 4th and 2. That 4th and 2, you know, that great defense, great everything. So you look at that front side safety. You look at him, and then you got to see where he buzzed down, and everything happened so quick to where if y'all was on the same, that takes time for y'all to be on the same page and know, okay, this is a certain type of route. You know, it's gonna develop a little bit, but in certain situations you can speed up and you can get there quicker. You know, so that's about seeing in the same lens. That's about the time on task. That's about a lot of different things, and you can't. Them processes is just something you just gonna have to be able to grind through. You know.
A lot of the conversation this past week was about you completing more passes, and you did that today. Mm-hmm. So was that the theme of the practice week for you?
No, it's just a mental thing. It was kind of like understand that winning in this game in the league is play by play. So you got to play each play for what it is, and don't try to do a lot. you know, and try to take what's there and try to do that. So oftentimes, like in the past now, I want to win, you know, so I'm trying to get to it instead of like slow down, you know, take the check down, take what's in front of you, take the easy stuff, do what you got to do, and as the game goes on and as time goes on, you'll be able to you're gonna be able to chop it down. You're gonna be able to move the ball, keep getting completion. So it was just a mentality. It was just something like that I just had to like focus on mentally, you know, in that aspect of when to get to it.
Chris, you said the why. You talk about the why a lot today. Mm-hmm. Is that maybe the biggest thing you've started to kind of grasp over the course of these 5 starts is the why of what happened the last play and, you know, changing it going forward?
Yeah, I think when you explain the why, then you're able to understand perspective. So that's why we, you know, even in the quarterback room, it's like, okay, why'd you miss this read? Like, this was the why. This is what I'm thinking. So at times, like, sometimes we gotta put things in the simplest form. So simplest form to understand the exact thought process and not assume. That's why, you know. So that's why I break it down. That's why I say that, because like it don't take much. It don't take much. We not far from success. You know, it's all of us thinking the same thing at the same time. You know, that's all it is. And I think we get closer to it. I think each and every day, each and every game, each and every rep, you know, we get closer to everything. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for everything. I'm definitely didn't love the outcome of this game, but I understand it's a lot that we did win. You know, we won mentally today, and that's something, you know, I'll take to move forward with.
So there you go, guys. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. If you like the content, I only have a simple ask. It helps push this live video feed out when y'all hit that thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. I'm going to give us some short commentary on here. I welcome y'all. The chat's open. Y'all can drop your opinions. Anytime you watch any of my live feeds, I welcome y'all. Put your comments in, good, bad, or indifferent, on what your thoughts are. I was able to watch this game. The Browns made this game a very competitive game. No, they didn't win, but they did give a valiant effort. It's crazy how ShedeurSanders ended up having the most rushing yards for the team again on the offense, which is a wild thought. The Browns came out cooking. ShedeurSanders on that first 2 drives went 8 for 8. They scored a touchdown on the first drive. Shedeur threw a throw to Harold Fanning. And then he had 2 tip balls that resulted in a tip. But one thing before y'all, please bear with me here. I just launched my new affiliated channel. It is called Premier Sports Media with the number 4 and U. Premier Sports Media for you. I just started this channel on July the 4th of this year. I saturated this channel. I had to learn the hard way. I saturated Premier Sports Talk with so much short video feed contents and my music clip drops that 80% of the channel, the people tune in strictly for short videos. So my ask is that if you can subscribe to my affiliated channel that I'm gonna be doing all my live feeds on, it's called Premier Sports Video with the number 4 and a U. This channel is not going away. I'm still going to post my short feeds on here and my music drops on here, but I want to do all my live content on Premier Sports Media for you. If you could bless me this holiday season and subscribe to that channel. If you go to my community post page, the link is in there to where all you got to do is click that link, and that'll help launch that channel. The YouTube does not allow you to go live and do any live feeds without having 50 subscribers, and I have well over 3,700 subscribers on Premier Sports Talk. So any of you all who's tapped into my Premier Sports Talk channel, y'all could be a blessing this holiday season. and tap into Premier Sports Media for you. There's no dashes, there's no spaces. Premier Sports Media for you. And again, if you just go to my channel and click on community, there's a link over there to where you all can tap in there and tap in. But on ShedeurSanders, where any of you who are ShedeurSanders supporters, we're seeing this young man grow before our eyes. It seems like they've been, yes, he admitted it in this interview. He is holding on to the ball, but there's a why that happens. Because, if he's looking at a read, if he's supposed to throw the ball at a particular place, but if the person's covered, then that's one of the reasons why he's holding on to the ball. But also there's some times, and I was scrutinizing him today too, where if he would have, you see him in the game looking at the player that's open, and he's like hesitating instead of just getting that ball out quick. He's trying to make sure that the defender is not has a better opportunity to intercept it, and then he pats it and then he throws it. There's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that pat the ball before they throw, but he has to trust what he sees. Offensive coordinator Tommy Reese already said that about him. He did play a lot better today. In his career progressions, he was 20 for 19. He just did really good. He did really good in this game, overall. So he threw for 1 touchdown. He had two deflected balls that resulted in an interception. That's the nature of the beast of the game. But you also heard him say that he was on the play that Quinshon Judkins got hurt in. He was supposed to throw a slant play. The defender was on that slant. He couldn't throw it. So the check down was to Quinshon Judkins. He threw it to him. And then that defensive player came down. It was a horrific injury. There's been so many bad injuries this year. The players, Patrick Mahomes got knocked out for the season with his knee. Daniel Jones tore his Achilles. There's another player that tore his Achilles. There's been some really bad injuries, earlier in the year. The wide receiver, matter of fact, the wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. Man, I can't remember. His name is on my tongue, but Tyreek Hill. He had a dislocated ankle and tore his knee up. And this was the injury that just happened to Quinshon Judkins. Dislocated ankle, and a fractured tibia in his leg. He's definitely gone for the rest of the year. Kevin Stefanski already did his press conference. It does require surgery. Let's keep him all in his prayers. I don't want to see no NFL player get hurt, and he's a young NFL player. He's not only is he knocked out for the rest of these 3 games, but it's going to take him at least 9 to 10 months to even be able to think about getting on the field. So that was a tragic injury for him. But let me know your thoughts. This game was a lot closer than what I expected. They lost 23-20 against the Bills. Right before the halftime, the game would have been tied up before the halftime, but the place kicker dropped the ball because the game could have been 23-20 in the end, and then they would have been playing in overtime, but it wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be. ShedeurSanders been growing before our eyes. He's getting better each game. All the media up in Cleveland was saying that, ShedeurSanders need to have a better completion rate. He was only at the 50% as far as his completions. The man went 8 for 8 on the first 2 drives, got a touchdown drive. Overall went 20 for 19. Wouldn't have had any interceptions if the ball didn't get deflected twice and popped up in the air. One of the balls got deflected and ended up being an interception. The other ball, ShedeurSanders threw the ball behind Quinshon Judkins. He had to reach back to where his shoulder was. It bounced off his shoulder pad. That ball got deflected off his shoulder pad, and ended up with an interception also. But again, I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. I just launched my new channel yesterday. It's at Premier Sports Media for you. I want to do all my live channel feeds over on that channel. I'm going to do my short video feeds and music drops on this channel on Premier Sports Media for you. It's all one word. Again, no dashes, no slashes. I'm going to be covering the NBA, WNBA, MLB. You know, there's more sports than just NFL football. So I'm gonna cover all the sports media on my channel. So tell me who on that channel. I need to know who your favorite MLB team, who your favorite NBA team is, who your favorite WNBA team. Definitely going to be doing some heavy March Madness content. And then we're in here in the college football playoffs already started. So I want to do all my live feed posts and watch parties over on that channel. But I can't do it without your support. Thank you all for supporting Premier Sports Talk. Again, I am that closing down this channel. It's going to be going live. It's still going to be going live. But again, Premier Sports Talk is primarily going to have short video feeds and the music drops or the music that I create, and I attach it to short video feeds and picture content on here. But I need to expand and grow my live video feed. And I want to do live, more interaction with you all. Y'all see my face, the voice behind the name, and I love doing the video feeds over there. So thank you all for blessing the channel. Thank you all for those who tapped in. And again, the YouTube algorithm gets help whenever y'all hit the thumbs up button and you drop your comments. It'll help the live video feeds go out, get it out the first tier of the YouTube algorithm. May y'all have a blessed holiday. If y'all don't hear from me before, well, no, y'all will hear from me before the holidays are over. I got some live feeds and I'm going to drop. So thank you for blessing the channel. Thank you for blessing me. Again, I just launched my new live channel. It's called @Premier Sports Media, the number 4 in you. You can either type that in your search or go to my community post. See that link where I got the link in there. Tap in, subscribe. I need 50 subscribers to go live on that channel. I already got 3,700 of you all that blessed me this year in 2025 since July. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and the gratitude that I have for y'all to support Premier Sports Talk. We're going to keep on rocking, but I need to launch @Premier Sports Media for you. I need your support. Tap into that channel so y'all we can do some big live time live feeds, back and forth communication, dialogue, and debates. And that's what I want to do. I want to expand. So thank you for being a blessing. May you receive blessings back double-fold, and may you have a joyous holiday season. And I'll see you soon. Hit that thumbs up. It'll help push the feed out in the YouTube algorithm. And don't ever hesitate to drop your contents. Thank you again, and have a blessed holiday season.